Lamine, I think it's this new generation, they have a lot of potential.
Fantastic from Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is unbelievable.
He seems to make the right decision time after time.
He's an old head.
Fearless, but with a smile on his face.
It's quite scary what lies ahead for this guy.
You can forget his age because when you see him play, at times he's Barcelona's best player.
Yeah. No reason why he can't be, at one stage or at some stage, not the, but maybe one of the best players you've ever seen.
Lamine Yamal is the new prince of Spain and Barcelona. It's fitting, considering that Spain has been truly at their best when they have had top-level Barcelona players. Players like Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, Villa, Fabregas, Busquets, all were so pivotal to the Spain national team being at the top of the world from 2008 to 2012. Yamal is the next player to carry on the torch and legacy. Despite being just a teenager, he really isn't fazed by the big occasions. Whether it's a Champions League quarterfinals match with Barca or playing in front of millions in the Euros for Spain, he is as calm as ice. He is so skillful on the ball, able to change directions quickly and always making the right decision in the attacking third. Yamal was already playing with kids above his age when Xavi selected him to be a part of the first team for training in September of 2022. He hadn't even signed his first professional contract yet, but he was one of the players in the academy who impressed the coaches the most. Yamal made his first team debut on the 29th of April 2023, replacing Gavi in the 83rd minute of a 4-0 victory against Real Betis in La Liga. He became the 5th youngest player in La Liga history and the youngest to appear for Barcelona first team since 15-year-old Armando Sagi in 1922. He was listed as a member of the Barcelona squad when they became La Liga champions in 2023. He did miss the title celebrations though because he was on international duty with Spain. He was representing the Spain under-17 side in the 2023 under-17 European Championships. Yamal scored 4 goals in the tournament, helping Spain get all the way to the semi-finals where they were knocked out by France. His performances in that tournament, combined with the flashes he showed for the Barcelona first team, were enough for De La Fuente to call up the teenager for the Spain national team's qualifying matches against Georgia and Cyprus. He actually scored on his debut, becoming the youngest player and goal scorer for Spain, breaking Gavi's record. He also became the youngest goal scorer in a Euro qualifying match, overtaking Gareth Bale's record. Ever since his debut, he has been playing amazing for the Spain national team. He basically has that right winger slot locked in for the next 15 years at a minimum. He became the youngest ever player to provide an assist in the European Championships when he set up Dani Carvajal's goal against Croatia. Defenders just cannot stop him. He is too good on the ball and he plays with no fear, which is almost a dying trait of a winger these days. Feel like back in the day, guys like Robin, Ribéry, Neymar all ran at their defenders trying to embarrass them, but now a lot of wingers play very robotic and always take the safe approach. Not Yamal though. When he sees space in behind or a 1v1 situation, he goes for it. His passing is also fantastic. He already has a great understanding of which areas to put the ball into. Once he develops his game more, gets more experience, and more importantly develops his shot to be more consistent and puts up more goals, we're going to be talking about him as the best player in the world. Because of his rise through La Masia, being a left-footed winger with excellent dribbling, there was always going to be comparisons with Messi. Yamal is 5'10", with the potential of growing even more, so the way he moves is completely different than someone like Messi, who is much shorter and relied on his low center of gravity. He already has the vision and the creativity. He just needs to work on his finishing and getting that left foot finesse shot to be a real staple in his game. Yamal has that exact quality, so he just needs to keep working on his game, and more importantly, hopefully he remains healthy, because we've seen a lot of great players come out of La Masia and not fulfill their potential due to injuries. Not only was Yamal shining for the Spain national team, he was also doing amazing for Barcelona. He became the youngest starter for Barcelona in La Liga at the age of just 16 years and 38 days against Cadiz. He was so good that he literally received a standing ovation from the Cadiz fans when he was subbed off. In his next start, Yamal was named man of the match after putting on a brilliant performance. Every attack for Barcelona was flowing through the teenager as he picked up 2 assists in a 4-3 roller coaster of a win. The assist also made him the youngest player in La Liga to supply an assist. He was named the inaugural Under-23 Player of the Month for August as a result of his performances. Just a month after becoming the second youngest player to feature in the Champions League, Yamal extended his contract with Barcelona until 2026. His buyout clause, by the way, is 1 billion euros. 2 days after extending his contract, he started his first match of the Champions League against Porto, becoming the youngest player named in a starting lineup. I mean, every week this guy was setting a new record. After all his brilliant performances, Yamal finally got his first goal for the first team in a 2-2 draw against Granada. In the process, he broke another record, becoming the youngest goal scorer for Barcelona and the youngest player in history to score in La Liga. With Yamal being so incredible at such a young age, it should come as no surprise that he was given the inaugural Golden Boy, the youngest trophy, which is awarded to the youngest player nominated for the Golden Boy Award. Funny enough though, he actually missed the ceremony as he had school. Yamal ended up finishing the 2024 season with 7 goals and 10 assists. He became the youngest player to reach more than 10 goals and assist contributions in La Liga. He scored in a 2-0 win over Osasuna in the Supercopa de España semifinal. Then 2 weeks later, he scored in the Copa del Rey quarterfinals against Bilbao, once again breaking records by being the youngest player to score in both competitions. He won another Man of the Match award after scoring a brace in a 3-3 draw against Granada. Yamal's greatness transferred to the Champions League as well, where he made history again by becoming the youngest player to play in the Champions League knockout phase when Barcelona played against Napoli. He even got an assist against Antwerp and a lovely assist for Rafinha's goal against PSG in the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. Ah man, this goal right here, the dopamine rush that Barcelona fans must have gone. Barca was all over PSG and it really looked like they were going to make it to the Champions League semifinals until Araujo went and messed it all up. I feel in that game, Xavi also made a mistake taking Yamal off. Obviously, you have to sub off someone since you're down to 10 men, but without Yamal on the right wing, they lost a player who was very good at holding the ball and creating attacks, and more importantly, it gave Nuno Mendes the complete freedom to go forward because he knew he didn't have any more defensive responsibilities. Yamal was no longer there to offer a threat on Barcelona's right flank. What's crazy is that Yamal was having all these brilliant performances in a very inconsistent Barcelona side. All season, there was drama around the team regarding Xavi's coaching, the performance of the players. Xavi had even announced midway through the season that he was going to voluntarily step down. Throughout all the noise though, Yamal just played his game. The only concern around him should be that a teenager ended up playing 50 games in one season. We saw what overplaying youngsters can lead to with a player like Pedri, so I just hope Flick can manage Yamal's minutes. It's a really tough situation because on one hand, you can't afford not to play Yamal. He's a star, he's one of those players that can create a moment of magic out of nothing. But on the other hand, he's still so young that you do really have to watch his minutes and make sure that you don't hinder his development. The one thing that Yamal does have in common with Messi is that he's going to have to battle another generation of Galacticos at Real Madrid. When the original Galacticos of Figo, R9, Zidane, and Beckham were made, Ronaldinho along with Eto'o led Barcelona to defeat them. Dinho had just come over from PSG into a Barcelona side that was struggling and helped them become great. In that process, Ronaldinho also established himself as the best player in the world. Then, Real Madrid assembled the second set of Galacticos in 2009, when Perez signed Cristiano Ronaldo, Kaká, Xabi Alonso, and Benzema. This time, it was a Messi-led Barcelona team that battled them. Yamal is now the Prince of Barcelona, battling against the third generation of Galacticos: Bellingham, Mbappe, Vini. It's a lot of pressure for a teenager, but he's already shown on the biggest stage that he's not afraid of pressure. Time after time, he has absolutely dunked on Kylian Mbappe and Real Madrid. Against Mbappe, he outshone him in the Euros, then dunked on him on several different occasions when he was on Real Madrid. In the Euros final, he even dunked on Bellingham. Just like the superstars before him, Yamal is shining for Barcelona on the biggest stage. From Dinho to Messi and now to Yamal, the torch is being passed down. But it's not fair to say Yamal's just doing it on his own. The entire team around him has really stepped up under Hansi Flick. To see just how good this Barcelona team is, you gotta check out this video right here.